everyone, it is me, Sonia.elsie here. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I wanted to do another vegan cooking video. As you guys know, I am not a professional chef or anything, but I do love making easy recipes that are vegan, plant-based, and that a lot of people can enjoy. And hopefully these videos can be helpful to you guys if you are looking for some vegan options, if you are stuck at home right now and you are looking for some new recipes to try out. I'm going to be trying out 3 different recipes today that all include oat milk. So I'm very excited today because today's video is sponsored by Oatmilk oat milk, which is so exciting. I have never had an oat milk sponsorship. Oh my gosh. So as you guys know, I am a vegan. I've been a vegan for over 4 years. One of the main reasons that I am vegan is for environmental reasons, animal reasons, sustainability reasons. So I just wanted to take a moment to talk about some of the reasons why oat milk should be in your life every day and talk about some of the benefits of oat milk. And also we will be using oat milk in all 3 of these recipes because this video is a how to use oat milk 3 different ways video. So the Oatmilk oat milk is organic, gluten-free, and vegan. So if you guys are to look at the ingredients, all of the ingredients are very clean. It's oat milk, water, gluten-free organic oats, organic sunflower oil, sea salt, calcium carbonate, never know how to say that word, riboflavin, vitamin D, and vitamin B12. And even at the end it says that's it. So this milk doesn't have any dairy, any sugars, or anything added that is artificial. It is just organic, good for you. Oats are actually one of the most sustainable grains on the planet, which I did not know about. So they take less resources to produce in general, and they also take about 80% less greenhouse gases to produce. With the Oatmilk oat milk, you can froth it in coffee, you can bake with it, you can just drink it with cereal, you can pretty much use it for anything. So if you want to know more about the product, I will link their website down below if you would like to get some. If you need some oat milk shipped your way, go check them out right now. Thank you Oatmilk for sponsoring this video. Please check them out down below. As you guys know, supporting brands that support me, it helps me out greatly. So yes, thank you Oatmilk. So I'm going to be showing you guys a few different recipes today. So the first recipe that I'm going to be showing you guys is a strawberry milk recipe. And as you guys know, I did make a video on this a while ago, so I will link that down below if you want just a full video on this strawberry milk. But I recently saw it trending on TikTok, people just making this recipe, and so I thought that I would show it again in this video. And also again, to show you guys how easy it is, because it's super easy, super good, and it's very fresh tasting with the fresh strawberries. It's So let's get on with the first recipe. Hello everyone. So for this first recipe, we are only going to need a few ingredients. So obviously the first ingredient is going to be the Oatmilk oat milk. The second ingredient that we are going to need is some strawberries, and the third ingredient that you need is just regular old sugar. So the first thing that we are going to do is just wash all of the strawberries. So there are actually, whoops, rogue strawberry, a lot of bugs and gross stuff in fruit when you buy it, so it's important to just give it a little rinse and yeah, get all that stuff out of there. Next, we are going to cut off the green part of the strawberry, just cut off the top there. And for this recipe, I used one pretty big container of strawberries, maybe a medium-sized container, and I just used all of those because I really wanted that fresh strawberry taste. But honestly, just depending on how you want your strawberry milk to taste, you can use a lot of strawberries or you can just use a little bit of strawberries. It's really up to you, but for me, I've just found it tastes the best when you use about 1 carton of strawberries. So the next thing that we are going to do is blend all of the strawberries. I have a Vitamix and it is just so nice, but the only thing is that I kind of wanted more strawberry chunks, and I ended up just blending this into like a straight up paste. I was kind of trying to go for like, you know, I don't know, some kind of syrup with more chunks in it. But yeah, I just ended up in the process of trying to blend all the strawberries, it turned into a paste. So if you want more of kind of like a chunky strawberry syrup, it is recommended that you actually hand smash the strawberries, maybe with a fork or like some kind of mallet thing. Okay, so next I just added the syrup to a pan And I had the heat on medium high, not all the way high, but you know, almost there. And after that, I added half of a cup of sugar. And again, it depends on how sweet you want this, but half a cup of sugar for this, even though it seems like a lot, made this perfectly sweet. So I would definitely recommend that amount. But yeah, just added that there, and I stirred it together into the syrup until the syrup was boiling. So after the syrup was boiling for about 10 minutes, I put about 1 cup of it into this mason jar, and look at that, wow. After that, I added, I just filled up the mason jar with oat milk, and then I stirred it all together and it made this beautiful strawberry milk. So something that I really liked about this oat milk is that it really complemented the recipe. So I've noticed before, I've made this recipe with coconut milk and almond milk before, and what those milks have is a very distinct taste that kind of overpowers the strawberry milk. So it's harder to focus on, you know, the freshness of the strawberries when you have just that overpowering almond or soy milk or coconut milk taste. But with this, I was so pleased with how nicely the strawberry taste just blended in with the oat milk, and the oat milk was super smooth, super creamy. This was by far like the best take of this recipe that I have ever had. It was so freaking good. So yeah, hopefully you guys make this and enjoy it. It was so bomb. So the next recipe that I wanted to show you guys is an oat milk fettuccine recipe. So this is a really easy creamy noodle recipe. You can use any type of noodle that you want. Whatever shape you are craving, feel free to use it in this recipe. Okay, so for this recipe, you are going to need olive oil or some kind of oil. You are also going to need vegan butter. You are going to need flour. You are going to need vegetable stock, and obviously some oat milk. Woo! You will need garlic powder, and you will also need nutritional yeast, but I couldn't find any in any of the stores and I ran out, so I just got some vegan cheese. You will need sea salt, black pepper, and also noodles. You can choose whatever shape you want. The recipe calls for fettuccine noodles, but I was craving bow tie noodles because I haven't had them in a long time. And then also as an optional choice, I just saw this chicken seitan at the store and I was like, that sounds good. I've never had that before, so got that as a little meat substitute. So the first thing that we are going to do is add a tablespoon of the vegan butter to the pan. Don't mind the struggle that I was going through, and I have the pan on medium heat as well. After that, we are going to be adding the flour, and once you add the flour to the pan, you're supposed to kind of stir it around until it's toasted. That's what the recipe said. And that usually takes about 1 to 2 minutes. So the next thing that we are going to do is add the vegetable broth, and that is 2 cups of that. And then we are also going to be adding the oat milk, and that's another 2 cups of oat milk. Next, we are going to be adding in the garlic powder. Of course, it is now time for the salt and pepper, both of which I kind of guesstimated. I always do that with salt and pepper. I never really just measure it out because it's kind of hard to. So yeah. Finally, I added the vegan cheese. I probably should have shredded it, but I just cut it up into little squares, and low-key it didn't melt as well as I wanted it to, so it probably would melt better if you shredded it instead of cutting it into cubes like I did. So just a little FYI. Next, I added the pasta into the mix. So you don't actually have to cook the pasta first, you just dump it in and it kind of cooks with the sauce, which is cool. So next I just kind of cooked the chicken seitan stuff really quickly on the stove, just heated it up with some olive oil so it would be a little bit crispy. I added the seitan to the noodle mixture and stirred it around, and then I just let it sit for about 10 minutes. So after 10 minutes, lifted the lid, and wow, we have some beautiful, creamy cooked pasta. It was really bomb. It smelled so good, like my whole apartment smelled amazing. And wow, there's me with the noodles. Yummy. Trying a little taste test. Ooh, I'm excited. Yum. Bomb.
And I'm talking to my live stream, woo!
Okay guys, so now we are on to the final recipe, which is kind of a dessert recipe. This is a super easy mug cake recipe, and I have always been a fan of mug cakes. Even before I was vegan, I would, you know, always try and make these, so I just thought that I would show you guys a really easy recipe, and this recipe actually calls for chocolate chips. As you guys know, everybody's freaking out right now, and there were no chocolate chips in the store. I was thinking that people would save the chocolate chips because that's not really something you can eat as a meal, but I guess not. So no chocolate chips in this recipe, but a lot of the ingredients I did already have. So it is just going to be a chocolate mug cake recipe. So yeah, let's get on with the final recipe.
So for this recipe, you are going to need a mug, obviously. You are going to need some oat milk, wow. You are going to need some flour. You are going to need some cocoa powder. You are also going to need some salt. You are going to need some baking powder, and you are also going to need some vegan butter, and then finally you are going to need some vanilla extract. So this recipe is by far the easiest. We are just going to literally add everything together. So we're going to add 2 tablespoons of flour. After that, we are going to add 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. We are going to add 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. We are going to add a couple tablespoons of vegan butter, and I melted that in the microwave. You can also use oil instead if you would prefer that. So next we're going to be adding 3 tablespoons of the oat milk, and as you can see, I kind of did not the best job measuring. It was kind of overflowing, but it's all good. I've noticed that it doesn't really matter if you are a little bit off with the measuring, so it seems to be fine. And then also we are going to add 1/2 teaspoon of the vanilla extract. So after that, I stirred all of the ingredients together thoroughly, which I guess I forgot to film somehow, and then I put it in the microwave for 40 seconds. But after I took it out of the microwave, I realized it was not fully cooked at all, so I added it into the microwave for another 30 seconds, and then after that for another 10 seconds. So it's important that you check on it frequently instead of adding it in for another minute or another 40 seconds. Add it in for a shorter amount of time because you don't want to overcook it. The recipe said that it was better if it was undercooked and not overcooked. So yeah, that is my advice there. And wow, let's take a look at that final scoop. Oh, hell yeah, looks like a real cake, but it's not, it's a mug cake.
So anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed seeing these 3 different recipes that you could make with oat milk. I'm super excited that Oatsim partnered with me on this video. Their oat milk tastes amazing. Obviously, as you can see, it works amazing in the cooking. So if you guys would like to hear more about it, click on the link down below, check them out, buy some if you want. If you guys are not already subscribed, please be sure to subscribe and give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it. Let me know what you would like to see next, and also make sure to check out my ASMR channel and my vlog channel. I'm gonna be stuck inside a lot, so I will be just in here making content. So I just wanted to again say a really quick thank you to all of you guys for watching. I am really grateful that during this difficult time that this virus is spreading, that I'm able to work from home, and it's something that not everybody is able to do. I wouldn't be able to do that if I did not have people that were watching me and that enjoyed my videos. So thank you so much. As always, I'm here for you guys. I hope that my videos can be something that you can watch to distract yourselves or to help you feel a little bit better about all of this. Let's stay safe, let's wash our hands, let's go vegan, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. I love you guys very much. Bye!